Greg Ruff and Trevecca baseball coach Ryan Schmalz with us. I've been saying your name wrong all this time, and I apologize. I just realized that.
I've been called a lot worse.
I know.
No problem.
With the last name Ruff, I've been called a lot of different things.
That's
but
right.
Ryan Schmalz, am I saying it right now?
Yeah.
Close? All right.
Yeah, just
Ryan
put
Schmalz.
a T in there before the Z. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Threw me off.
Yep.
But, you know, the baseball movie, you're killing me, Schmalz. And everybody said that, so I thought that was how you pronounce your name.
I've heard it once or twice.
All right. Schmalz is the name, so everybody knows. He's the baseball coach. He's won a lot of games since he's been here, and he had some fall practice with the guys. I know you guys had a lot of fun with the fall. You guys make it fun, don't you?
We do. We try to make it fun. We have a live draft. We play for blood. I tell our guys that they're playing for blood. The losing team has to donate blood at the American Red Cross, and man, those guys are scared to death of needles. So they get into it. It's fun, but they really compete. And
that's important, isn't it? That part of it
is. I mean, they're talking trash to each other all week in the locker room and putting up signs around campus, the other team, and just it's a very competitive games, but it's really fun at the same time. They have a lot of fun with it, and it's a good way to kind of culminate the fall.
You guys also do some charity things. You do some fundraising in the fall. Talk about both those things, because I know it's kind of late to promote the golf thing, but it is something that's important to you guys, but also what you guys do with the Albert Pujols Foundation.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a couple things we do from a community outreach standpoint. Is one of them was today, actually, for homecoming. They do a 5K race that raises some money for some underprivileged kids. And the other thing that we've done ever since my first year here was a project with the Albert Pujols Foundation. And Albert has a foundation set up for kids with special needs, primarily Down syndrome. Every year they have a prom. There's probably a couple hundred kids with Downs and special needs. And our guys, we don't take the whole team, but several of our guys go and dance with these kids all night and have a live band and get all dressed up. And it's just a terrific event. And it's one of the favorite things that I've done with the team since I've been here. And the golf tournament, it's always a highlight of the fall. We did it this year at the Vanderbilt Legends Club, which is a terrific venue, and had, 22, 24 teams, golfers, something like that, which, it's a good way for us to raise money and get some alums and former players back in the program as well.
You have a really good friend in Ben Zobrist, and you guys go all the way back to when you played at Olivet, and you had a really unique experience. We'll wrap up with this.
Sure.
You got to go to New York and watch the World Series. All three games up in New York with Kansas City Royals. He's with the Royals now, and we hope he's with the Royals for a little bit longer, or maybe the Cardinals. But you got to go to the World Series. Just talk about that experience. You got to go on the field after they won it, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, none of that was planned.
Yeah.
My wife and I decided, if we can go, Game 6 and 7 was the most feasible for us, but we run the risk of not playing Game 6 and 7. And so Ben's wife called us and said, look, we happen to have a couple extra tickets for the games in New York. Would you guys like to go? And so, of course, what am I going to do? Say no, not go to the World Series? So we ended up going to New York. I stayed for all three games. My wife was there for Saturday and Sunday's game, and just an unbelievable, kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Not only just to see a World Series, but to see one of your best friends out there. Just everything he's been through in his career, and just seeing him celebrate and their family celebrate together. It's great because I know Ben on a personal level. I know his faith, and I know that he just sees professional baseball as a platform, to share his faith and his love for the Lord, and it's just a fun experience to be a part of that, and I just am very, very grateful that he invited us. So.
He's Ryan Schmalz. He's the baseball coach here at Trevecca. Does a great job, and we enjoy watching his program and just everything they do, even off the field. They do such a good job with their program. We'll have back with more with basketball right after this.